Welcome to this week's episode of the Ramblin' Reynolds podcast. I know it's been quite some time since I've done one of these, and I apologize, but I've been quite busy.
No, he's not. He's been sleeping.
I've been quite busy.
No, he just sleeps in very late.
Anyways, I've been busy. I will disregard whatever Jill says.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, I need to make better habits with this stuff, and anyways, welcome to this week's episode. Jill's also on the podcast, because you heard that beautiful chime in about me not being busy, but, whatever. So it's been, since December since I did one, I want to say.
Oh my gosh, we missed all of January?
Yeah, I want to say, or maybe It was
Wow.
early January. I don't think I've done one in 2020 yet.
OMG.
Some things happened, a lot of things, I guess. What about you first? What new stuff happened with you? Did we talk about you joining the Fun Fetties and all that stuff?
Maybe
You
back.
joined the
Crew
Mardi
for
Gras
Artemis.
crew.
Yeah, so I have, I'm part of a Mardi Gras crew now, so I'll be riding in a float Valentine's Day through Baton Rouge. It's an all-female crew, which is awesome. And then I'm also part of the Fun Fetties, which is a dance troupe. So we dance in Mardi Gras parades, so I've been really busy learning dances for that and practicing. And we have 2 full weekends of that coming up, so that'll keep me really busy.
Okay.
And then, well, we'll talk about Manny and Jill's kitty corner.
Gross. Let's see.
You passed your A+.
Yeah, A+ is a certification. It's an IT certification. It's basically for any entry-level IT job, which I already have one of those with the state of Louisiana. But, it'll help me if, we decided to move, or even if I just wanted to find another job, I could.
It's a super good certification
Yeah.
to have, and you worked really hard to get it.
Yeah, but right now it would help me. It'll help my resume and all that, so it's a good thing. Since the last episode I recorded, I've seen 2 stand-up comedians, pretty famous ones. I saw Andrew Schultz and I saw Mark Norman.
I went with you to that one.
Yeah, she went to the Mark Norman, and I went to the Andrew Schultz show by myself, which I thought would be kind of a downer, but it was actually pretty fun anyways.
Okay, can I share that he chose to go to what he thought was going to be a downer of a comedy show or whatever, instead of going to my Mardi Gras ball with me?
Yep.
I offered to buy him a ticket, because I already given away my other free ticket to the soiree, and he said he'd basically rather die than go to a Mardi Gras ball.
Well, the best part of a marriage is communication, and I exhibited that there. So, yeah, I don't feel bad for any of that, saying any of that.
It's fine. We had a good girls' night. I had all my cat ladies.
Yeah.
We had a whole table to ourselves. Great dancing. And now we know next year to wear lots of glow-in-the-dark stuff because they, turn the lights down immediately. So I honestly couldn't see anything because I can't see in the dark at all. So I had to, get my flashlight out to just, eat my food. But to wear, glow light-up accessories will be fun.
Oh, I wasn't trying to talk about anything.
Good.
You get to just chime in there and go on.
Am I a guest or am I not a guest?
Yeah, but...
Are you this rude to all of your guests?
No, just you.
Continue on.
Anyways, Let's see. I went and saw Andrew Schultz. He was really funny. He did the crowd work stuff like he usually does. He asked...
Crowd work stuff.
Huh?
Crowd work stuff, yes.
So, like, you know, like, asking people in the audience stuff and that kind of thing.
Oh, that's fun. I didn't know that's what that meant.
Yeah. Usually, I think most people know what crowd work means when you're talking about comedy.
Okay, sorry.
But anyways, he just kind of asked somebody, it was like, he's like, is there any Mexicans in here? And then he goes, and people raise their hands, and then he goes, well, how come you haven't, why don't you fix the Hard Rock? Because, you know, Mexicans are
Did anyone think that was funny, or did they think that was super racist?
Yeah, but that's kind of his thing. He's extreme.
Racism?
Kind of. He does, like, a race thing. It's not necessarily racist. It's just kind of stereotypes about certain races. Okay. It may come off as, to some people, as racism, but he's not necessarily, he's what we would call flagrant when it comes to comedy.
Oh, yes, what we would call a flagrant.
Yeah.
Us professional comedians.
I'm not a professional comedian.
Well, you grouped yourself with them.
I don't group myself with anyone.
You said we would call it as if you're part of the
like,
industry.
I'm talking about, like, fans.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that too.
Anyways, he's extreme. He's on a podcast. He's mainstream. Brilliant Idiots. I'm sure people have heard of it. Anyways, he was funny. It was a great show. I think New Orleans crowds, like the comedy crowds in New Orleans, they just... I don't know if they necessarily know how to be a comedy crowd because they just say things and chime in even when not asked.
Sounds like New Orleans.
Yeah, and I didn't understand that. I guess it's just a recurring thing. I thought it was because I saw Theo Von in New Orleans at the House of Blues, and I thought maybe it was because of the venue why people were like that. I think it's just the people.
Yeah.
These people are ornery. They're just animals. But we went and saw Mark Normand in Lafayette, and that was a crowd. Like, that's how a crowd should act. Is just
it was fun. Civil.
Like, no one talked, no one said anything. They just listened and laughed. So it was pretty cool. Mark Normand was funny. Mark Normand is a New Orleans-based comic.
Well, he's not based in New Orleans.
Well, yeah, he's not based. He's from New Orleans. He lives in New York. So does Andrew Schultz. Also lives in New York. He was funny. If you guys like Mark Normand, you should listen to the podcast he went on with Theo Von on this past weekend. It was great. I listened to it. It was really funny. But yeah, he was pretty funny, and it was cool to see those guys. Let's see. I guess I talked about all the things I've done. Wow, thought this podcast would go longer. Yeah, I guess since the last time I did this podcast, or my podcast, I should say, whatever, I donated to Andrew Yang's campaign twice. I think the most I've donated like $16 to his campaign now.
Woo, baller!
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
a lot, but I mean,
it's like 3 hours of minimum wage work.
Yeah, I guess so. Or not in Bernie's minimum wage, but anyways.
And not in Andrew Yang's minimum wage with your global income standard, whatever. What's that thing where he wants you to just get a certain amount of money?
I'm not gonna tell you.
No, what's it called?
Yeah, you should know. Anyways,
tell me.
Anyways,
your listeners don't know. You should tell them.
I've been over this before.
You should remind them.
Yeah. Anyways, anyone who's listening to
Standard income.
Universal basic income.
I was close. I got universal in there or something. Global,
anyways,
whatever.
I donated to his campaign, so I'm part of the Yang Gang officially. So, yeah, I know he's not like the top candidate for the Democrats, but he's my candidate if you ask me. And he sees the real issues, and nobody else is talking about him but him. And only thing I've heard that like anyone's talked about the issue was probably like Bernie or Elizabeth Warren, but like the rest of them, Biden, Buttigieg, it's all just like Buttigieg to me comes off. He's so fake. He just looks so fake to me.
Is this the Indiana guy?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if I've ever even seen him.
I know he's gay, and people like that's a good thing to support a president. I don't care that he's gay. Just he's got this facade with him that I could just tell he's full of shit.
How do you spell his name? I want to look up his picture.
I don't know.
Buttigieg?
Buttigieg.
Buttigieg?
Yeah, I don't know how to spell his name. It's Gij. G-I-E. That's...
Jush?
Anyways, he's a standard white guy, whatever. I'm done talking about this.
I'm not. I'm just...
He looks like a standard white guy. And he's not...
Do you know what he looks like? He looks like a Whovillian.
Oh, I don't remember what they look like.
They have the little upturned nose. He's got this little...
Oh, yeah, I guess
he's got this little mouse nose. Doesn't he look like a little mouse? Yeah. With his big bucky teeth and his little pointy nose? I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's cute. It's a very mouse face.
Yeah.
I think he supports America. He looks less mousy when he's not smiling. I think he supports a mandatory year of AmeriCorps and or military service.
Yeah, I think I might have heard him say something. I don't know. But it's just like, when he talks, it's just like, it just seems like he's so fake.
Well, he's from Indiana, so he's probably just a little on the stiffer side.
And then maybe all those things that the other people are saying, like he's bought, and is basically saying he's following the wishes of whoever's funding his campaign.
That's what all politicians do.
But I think that's what he's actually doing. I don't think Andrew Yang does that.
Well, he probably doesn't have a lot of funders because he's rich himself.
He's backed by... He's not like a Bloomberg or somebody.
Oh, I thought he was like worth a lot of money.
He wouldn't make these debates if that's the case. You have to get a certain amount of funding and or votes in the polls to make these debates. That's why Bloomberg hasn't been in these debates.
I don't know who Bloomberg is.
He was the mayor in New York. He's like the Bloomberg News. You ever heard of Bloomberg News?
Yeah.
He's the guy who owns
He's a mayor?
He was a mayor.
I haven't watched any of the debates.
Obviously.
No, I watched them like way back when they had like 80 million candidates, the first ones.
They still got about like 10.
The primary ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, when was that? That was a while ago.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's about half of that now.
Okay.
But yeah. I watched the latest debates. It was decent. It was less like visceral going after each one another.
Do you want to talk about other things I've been up to in 2020?
Okay.
I gave up sugar, like desserts.
Oh yeah, Joe gave out.
I'm going, well, I say sugar-free, I mean desserts, because I was eating way too many desserts. So I'm going sugar-free in 2020. With like one day a month. Stop! 1 day a month where I can have sugar.
Okay.
Like my birthday. I'm going to make myself an ice cream cake.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's been a big thing for me. For anyone who's quit sugar, you know how hard it is. So Jesse sneaks sugar behind my back so he doesn't understand the struggles I'm going through. He has his secret sugars.
Yeah,
but
mostly.
He's been very supportive by at least not eating them in front of my face.
I think that's good.
It is good. I'm being serious.
Yeah. I don't know. What else? I guess that we could do Jill's Kitty Corner now if you want.
Welcome to Jill's Kitty Corner. Meow. This week in Jill's Kitty Corner, we're going to talk about Manny. Manny, otherwise known as Mandrake, has been with us for almost 5 months now. I don't know why I'm talking like a newscaster. I'm having fun. Let me do my thing. So he's been with us for almost 5 months. And Jesse, what would you say are his best qualities he has to offer?
0?
Nope, you need to come up with a few. Answer the question.
No.
Remember, we want to get him adopted. So he has to have good qualities.
But I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Now we're going to be stuck with him forever, Jesse. Because no one's going to want the broken cat with no good qualities.
Jackson Galaxy, help us. He's a cat from hell.
Actually, Jackson Galaxy, we probably should just get him on some Xanax. Like, he cray. First off, I'm not 100% convinced that Manny is actually a domestic house cat. He is just ginormous. He's like the biggest 6-month-old cat I've ever seen in my entire life. And then second, he wants to sprint, and I swear he could sprint like a mile at a time. I've never seen a house cat who can run and jump and just go so completely insane trying to hunt leaves as this cat. I think he might be some kind of wild animal.
He ran into me. Like, he was running so fast on our bed that he lost control and ran into me. And I didn't even notice he ran into me until he hit me.
Yeah, I've accidentally, reached out my hand to stop him from... Well, I didn't accidentally. I reached out my hand to stop him from chasing Luther, and he was going so fast that he just ran smack into my hand and kept going, even though I, hit his eye.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I was really concerned I hurt him, but he was fine. But I thought, putting my hand out would stop him, but no, he just barreled straight into it.
Yeah.
And when sometimes he goes outside, he escapes outside, and there's zero way to catch him. We can no longer catch this cat unless he chooses to let us catch him.
Okay.
He's wild. But his top qualities, let's get back to that. Shall we, Jesse? He's soft.
Yeah.
When he's sweet, he's very cuddly. Bless you.
What's another thing? He's a good purrer.
He purrs very loud.
He's not a quiet purrer.
And he acts like you are the only person he's ever wanted to see in his whole life.
Yeah.
When he wants to see you. See, we got some good qualities.
That's about it.
Yeah, he's going to be moving up to the shelter soon. And people keep, emailing and being interested in adopting him, but then they meet him. And, I was doing adoptions this weekend, and these 2 little kids came in, I don't know, 7 and 12 or something like that. And I had to lock him up because they were scared of him. And then they called him a demon.
Yeah.
It's okay, you're 12. How do you know that this cat's a demon? Wouldn't you like a playful cat? But apparently no one likes getting their face clawed off.
Yeah.
He made an old lady bleed. She came in looking for a declawed cat, so Manny scratched her calf open. Yeah, I felt a little bad.
Yeah, but, isn't that part of Darwin's rule? He's just trying to get rid of the weak.
Yeah, survival of the fittest. One Manny to rule them all.
So it kind of proves he came from the woods.
Yeah.
Or the wild, I should say.
Got healthy stock.
Yeah, he knows what should be and shouldn't.
He falls in the bathtub sometimes, and it's really cute. Because he's obsessed with water, so he tries to, play while we're in the bath. Well, not when one of us is in the bath. And, he'll lose his little footing and fall in.
I haven't seen him fall in, actually.
He's fallen in with me.
All the way in?
His back legs slipped. His front paws were on my knee, and his back legs slipped in. So he got his bottom half wet.
He likes to hang his tail in there.
Yeah, he doesn't notice when he gets wet, really. Unless he, is immersed.
No, I think he wants to hang his... Yeah, it's weird. I don't get it.
Maybe.
No, I've seen him do it.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't. Gosh. Shit.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Seen him do it!
I'm just telling you. You're like, there's no ambiguity here.
Okay. He put his tail in the water. I was saying, I guess, to your assertion that he wanted to put it in. You don't know his wants and desires. You're projecting onto him.
Well, why would he just sit there?
Maybe he doesn't notice that his tail's wet because it's so fluffy.
Whatever.
Well, I guess this is the end of Jill's kitty corner.
Do I ever win any of these arguments?
I don't know, do you?
There's like... why would he have his tail just hanging in the tub if he didn't want to do it? He does it multiple times. Like...
Fine, he wants to.
Where's the ambiguity there?
He wants to, sure.
Alright.
Sure.
There's always like... That was a Dan Winters moment there. Why is this an argument? Like, you have these arguments with your dad sometimes, don't you? Like, where you're like... You know?
I'm my father's daughter, what can I say?
You're just... You know.
Sorry I'm right all the time.
Yeah, see? That's...
Mm-hmm.
Alright, narcissist.
This is my kitty corner. Why are you being mean to me?
Alright.
You're ruining kitty corner.
Alright. Wow. Just all the...
So if anyone wants to adopt Manny, he's still available. He's really sweet, we promise.
Okay.
I really do think that his aggression towards the other cats is jealousy. Like, he and Luther both run over to the door when I come in to greet me. And if I pet Luther first, instead of waiting his turn for me to pet him, Manny just forgets about me petting him and just eats Luther. Like, he's so mad that he wasn't the first one pet. So if you have space for an alpha cat, he'd be a good one. And that's Jill's kitty corner. Meow!
I think that's about it. As far as stuff going on in my life, I hope you guys liked this episode. Please like and subscribe to the podcast. And as always, you can find me on social media at Jesse.Runnels on Instagram, Jesse_Runnels on Twitter.
Isn't it Jesse.Runnels88?
Hey, look, how many times I gotta do this? Quit interrupting. This is the social media handle.
You interrupted kitty corner.
Hey, I've had this conversation with you before.
Okay.
Jesse_Runnels at Jesse_Runnels. That's how you find me on Twitter. And then simply search Jesse Runnels on Facebook if you want to find me there. Yes, and once again, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and yeah.
Bye.